We're going to talk about what I saw on the news. This is an XJW video. What is up? This is your girl, Infamous Kiki. After I caused the ire of the XJW community just a little bit, y'all was a little bit mad at me, but y'all wasn't that mad. Y'all was just confused because if you look at my JW playlist, you'll see my videos. Did a little video about Lloyd Evans that got a little kerfluffle. Got the people in a little kerfluffle, but I haven't done an XJW video in a while, so here I am. I took a little breaky break, but I'm back. I am back. Y'all know I keep it fluid. I keep it light with y'all. But hey, everybody. I'm the Infamous Kiki. I'm a former Jehovah's Witness. You can watch my videos, learn my story. I was not born into the Jehovah's Witnesses. I don't have family in the Jehovah's Witnesses. Y'all, fortunately, so we're going to talk about something that I've seen, and just in case you haven't noticed, just in case, I did a video about this as well, about the Ukraine-Russian war. There's a war going on right now. So, I'm a student of history and geopolitics, any kind of politics, really. I'm a politics junkie. I'm a news junkie. I was a journalism major. So I'm interested in how war is covered. I watched the first Iraq war when I was in high school, incessantly. All the wars since. It's 24 hours a day. You see my news, 24 hours a day. I would tell people to diversify your news. If you're in America, I know some people watch this all over the world, but if you're in America and you watch a lot of CNN, MSNBC, God knows Fox, please go to DW. Which is the German one. Go to Al Jazeera. Go to Sky News. Go to BBC Live. All these channels are on YouTube and they have live channels. I don't work for these channels or for these people. I'm just saying that I watch a diverse thing of news to see how news is covered in other countries. There are stories that are brought up that are not covered, not covered in America, or not given the attention. They're given the attention in other places. So while I was watching Sky News, they were doing news about what was going on in Poland and the refugees. As I'm sitting there watching it, me and my mom were watching it. In the background, behind the reporter, there was a guy with a placard that said jw.org. Like, I had to do a double take, and I told my mom, I said, what? She's like, what is that? What is jw.org? I said, oh my Lord. Like, I almost fell out. Okay. So, I'm asking y'all, did I see things? Do some of you that are in Poland or seen things on the news, do you know that JW not JW.org, but Jehovah's Witnesses are there in Poland? And so I told my mom, I was like, that guy is wearing a Jehovah's Witness placard. And she was like, well, why are they there? She's like, well, maybe they're there to help, the Ukrainian people. Maybe they're there to pass out food, to give out supplies. I'm like, nah. And I'm like, I don't think so. She's like, okay, why else would they do that? She's like, well, maybe they're there to try to find their members of their church. That could be a possibility. Maybe that's the reason why they're wearing the placard. Maybe. And I had to explain to my mother why they're not there to help the Ukrainian people and the refugees, and why they're not there to pass out food. I didn't think that they were, because in my personal experiences, and what I explained to my mother, is that Jehovah's Witnesses, they take care of their own, but they don't necessarily go and help and save and rescue other people. Now, my mom was in shock. She was like, why? What? Huh? Who? What? I had to explain to her that about Armageddon and worldly people and the tribulation, and how Jehovah's Witnesses believe they're the God's only chosen people. So those who are watching this video who don't know anything about Jehovah's Witnesses, this is what they really believe. And that's why Jehovah's Witnesses don't donate to charities or adopt kids or do anything like that because they believe that worldly people are wicked, and in trials and tribulation that God will judge them. Armageddon will come straight down, fire and brimstone from the heavens. And everybody pretty much gonna get it except for Jehovah's Witnesses. My mom was appalled because, again, she's never been a witness. She was just shocked and appalled that this religion would even exist and why anybody would be a part of a religion that's so selfish and mean. But why they were there, I don't know. Maybe, like I said, y'all comment below. I don't know why they were there. I couldn't tell you why they were there. I hope to the spirits in the universe, please don't tell me they were there to proselytize. Please, please, please do not tell me that they were there to comfort people by passing out watchtowers. And please, please, like somebody just la 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 la. I don't want to hear it. I mean, I do want to hear it, but then I don't want to hear it. I do want to hear it, but then I don't, because it would make me feel nasty in my spirit if these people are actually out there proselytizing. I don't want to believe that. I don't want to believe that. I don't want to believe that. I mean, so y'all comment, let me know, because again, I've tried to look it up online to see what they were doing. I don't know, but I specifically, my mom saw it too, was a person. I don't know, their back was toward the camera, had a JW org placard or JW board. That still cracks me up, JW board. But so y'all tell me what intel do you guys have? Because you guys, y'all have friends and family in the organization, and y'all got people spying high and low, and y'all watch the videos online. I don't watch the videos online. I find them frightfully boring and desperate. And so y'all tell me what did y'all see? So did you see the person with the placard on Sky News or maybe another news channel or maybe DW? What do you think that they were doing there? Do you know what they were doing there? I just want somebody to rest my spirits, because I hope they were not trying to proselytize. I hope that they were there doing the right thing and passing out food and helping people. I really hope that's what they were doing. Please let that be. That's what they were doing. Because if that's not what they were doing, it is pretty messed up that they would be there trying to convert people while they're online. Things that I've read on Reddit, while some of their family members are online talking about, this is it, this is the king of the north. Let me tell you something. Let me. The only king of the north I know is this one. When I was a Jehovah's Witness, I never heard nothing about no king of the north. This must be some new light stuff, because I ain't never heard none of that. I heard about Armageddon, and they're supposed to be the war at the end. They're supposed to be, but I thought the war was supposed to be, they're supposed to be persecuting Christians. I didn't hear nothing about like a war popping off in Russia and Ukraine, or even in that area. All I heard is that, from my knowledge, what I can remember, again, it's been a while since I've been a witness, but I just remember specifically being told that the tribulation would be a war against God's chosen people, that they would start persecuting God's chosen people, that they would, become more wicked and all that other stuff. And yes, they're going to be, man against man and wars against wars, but I didn't hear anything specifically about anything like that. Now, the time that I grew up in, there was the Cold War, there was Russia, there was Iraq, the Iraq War and stuff like that. People thought that was going to be the precipice of the end of times too. It's been 30 years, since the Iraq War. That was in the 90s. People thought, oh, this is it. People said that back then. So I tell people out there listening to their families and friends, and I know Reddit kind of like blew up and Twitter kind of blew up with exjw, because, people have been, this is it. This is Bible prophecy being fulfilled. It's not Bible prophecy being fulfilled. It's just human beings being human beings. The Ukrainians and the Russians, and you please watch my video. I talk about history of Ukraine and Russia. And they've been fighting. They've been at each other for hundreds of years. If you want to go modern times, since 1917, since Ukraine had their first war of independence to try to get away from Russia, all the way down to 1991, the fall of the Soviet Union, 1999, 2008, 2014, down to this day. Like, there's always been strife in that area, and fighting over identity and who's Russian, who's Ukrainian, and language and suppression. It's a whole thing. And so past this prologue. So the idea that Jehovah's Witnesses are like, ha, It's dumb. It's dumb. It's dumb. Y'all don't fall. Y'all, please, y'all, do not fall for this mess. Do not get dragged back in, suckered back in into quote unquote biblical prophecy that they've been prophesying since 1914, when 1975, when we all supposed to Armageddon was supposed to happen then. Now they predicting it's happening now. Don't fall for that. Don't fall for that. But I just want to know, did anybody know what's going on in Poland? And I'm sure it's in Romania and Slovakia and other places that are Jehovah's Witnesses showing up there too. I just like, the last thing I would want to see as somebody who is a refugee from Ukraine is JW.org. Like you better come bring us some food and some water, some diapers, some dog food, cat, something. That's the last thing I would want to see. I'd be like, oh heck nah, here come the Jehovah's Witnesses. Bad enough they come to your door, but then they come to your refugee camp. Like, what kind of madness is that? And did the Jehovah's Witnesses go to the refugee camp when the Syrians had to cross the border? Were they there then? I'm just questioning. It's got questions, so I don't know. But y'all let me know. Like, share, subscribe, comment below. And until next time, folks. Bye.